Alright, some Polygon 101 stuff. I often get these questions about joining and combining and stuff like that, so I need a video for that. Here I got a mesh. Polygon primitive. Now, how would I join these two together? Okay, the first thing my brain says, no, don't do this. Don't use this because it has a polar cap on it, yielding a bunch of triangles. This never yields any good geometry in the long term. So don't start out using any kind of primitives when you're new. Always learn to model from a box. If you want a cylinder, you just take the face at the bottom, and you hit extrude. Off click, go to object mode, click on it, and go mesh smooth. Now you have a cylinder without a polar cap. Very good. You also have a cylinder with really even geometry. Let's wipe out the face here at the bottom. Notice how many polys I have highlighted here. That's an even amount. Okay. Whenever you're joining two forms, always make sure that you're working with even amount of faces. It'll help out in the long term. Okay, next. Always think about vertices. So if you click here, highlight all your vertices, you can go click to show your vertices, and it'll show you how many vertices you have highlighted. Also, you can just do the normal highlight one vertice and then start there as a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice again, even amount of vertices. Because you worked with even amount of faces, you will always have an even amount of vertices. So there's 8 vertices. That means I could destroy 4 faces. By destroying 4 faces and destroying 4 vertices, I now have the ability to take these two forms, mesh combine them, and I can join these in several different ways, but I really like to show students this one first. Take a vertice, hold Victor on the keyboard. This will enable snap. You can see as I hit Victor on the keyboard, this button toggles. This allows me to pull these vertices to the vertices of the plane. Just like that. And then if you take it and join the actual vertices themselves, I do this by going into vertice or vertex, depending if you have many or none, and then go into edit mesh, merge. Now I would go into the square box first and just make sure that you have this set to reset settings. It should be on a very low number because right now you've snapped each vertice into position. They are laying perfectly on top of each other. There we go. The other thing you might want to consider doing is fixing the normals. Oftentimes when you blend two forms together, the normals don't kind of match up. So to do that, you can go to normals, set to face. It's a small thing, and sometimes it shows up, sometimes it doesn't, but it's a good habit to get into. Also, you have a large amount of history now on this object, and the more history you have, the slower Maya will go eventually. So you might want to go into Edit, Delete by Type History. Okay, now you have a super clean object that has been joined by two forms. Hope you enjoyed.